My name is Kevin Hendricks, and I've been in 4 shows with the Studio Players. Streetcar marked my 5th show with the Studio Players. I also build a lot of the sets. I help build a lot of the sets. I have a lot of hands-on experience with that, so it's a lot of fun being on stage, acting in a set, on a set that you've had your hands on, you've helped build. So you take a lot of pride in that. Started building the sets my 2nd show, the 2-man show with Keith Cahagan and I. Now we're here, building bigger and better sets. I'm pretty happy, I'm pretty proud of it. So this set was tough because it's a character in its own. A Streetcar Named Desire set is almost like another character in the play. There's an energy to the set, I feel like, and it was tough to build that. You gotta have the stairs. She's got to come down from the stairs. That's got to be Stephen Eunice's place up there. We got to have 2 rooms separated by partitions or curtains, however you're going to separate them. And it's got to be dirty. It's got to be old and light colors. It's dark. There's old furniture, and it just feels dirty and grimy in New Orleans. It just feels like it screams New Orleans, Bourbon Street, and that's what we tried to do here. I think we captured it. I play Stanley Kowalski in A Streetcar Named Desire, and you see, Stanley is very animalistic. He's very primitive. He's a primal force. I think more importantly, he's to understand him, he's an alpha male, and whatever he wants, he's gonna get it. By whatever means necessary. So to understand him, and to play Stanley, you have to imagine a world where the rules don't apply to him. He was a master sergeant in the engineer corps, so he doesn't take orders, he gives them. It's a lot of responsibility. He had a major amount of responsibility in World War II, and a lot of people looked up to him, a lot of people counted on him, and that has a lot to do with the way he walks, the way he talks. He's simple and straightforward. You don't want to mistake that for him being a dumb fool that's just a brute. He's smart. He may not be book smart per se, but he's certainly street smart. And he's been around the block. He's been a lot of places, and I personally think Stanley is kind of lost in this when we find him here, because it's post World War II. He doesn't have those kinds of responsibilities. No one's life is in his hands. The way he copes with this stuff, the way he copes with no more of that. This PTSD, you could call it, is common. He drinks, gambles, plays poker, that type of stuff, and he gets rowdy with his friends, and that's just how he kind of buries it, forgets about it, and it's a coping mechanism. But when Blanche shows up, it's back to the old Stanley. She's screwing with everything he's set up, everything he's got going for him. His way of life, the way he copes, his coping mechanisms, his wife that listens to him, his friends that listen to him, his job that pays him, his poker game that he runs at his house. It's his rules, the way he likes it. Dinner's cooked for him, and as soon as Blanche shows up, Sister Blanche, my wife's sister, it's over. She's spraying perfume, there's jewelry boxes around, her stuff is out, and it's completely changed. That's the story. So that's the preface of it, and then what you see is everything beyond when she shows up. That's the conflict in this, and they go at it. Me and Blanche, Stanley and Blanche, they go at it hard, and that's the play.